What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, it's finally time to start talking about some leaks and rumors for Pokemon's 8th generation. And so here we are in December of 2018, and so by now Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee has already come out, and pretty much people have already played through it and it's started to die down, and so now everybody's looking forward and anticipating the Pokemon Switch game that's going to be coming out in 2019, which we know for a fact is going to be an entire new generation of Pokemon, new characters, a new region, new Pokemon. It's going to be a ton of fun to see what the 8th generation of Pokemon is going to be like on the Nintendo Switch. And so today I want to discuss with you guys some real leaks that we have here in terms of merchandise that could hint at an 8th generation Pokemon, or just some reveal for the 8th generation which could be coming real soon. Now before we get started, I do want to let you guys know about the special giveaway that I'm having for the holidays, and so I am going to be giving away one Nintendo Switch game to a lucky person, and so if you want to have a chance to win that, then definitely be sure to click the link in the description. I'll also make it the pinned comment of this video, and basically all you have to do to enter is just click on that link, and you have a chance to win any Nintendo Switch game that you want, and so the winner could choose any Switch game that they like. If they want a recent game like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, you can choose that. If you win and you want an old game that's already out like Super Mario Odyssey or Splatoon 2 or The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you can pick that as well. Pretty much any Nintendo Switch game that you want. And so once again, if you are interested in that, just click the link in the description or the pinned comment. It is going to end really fast. Like from the time that I upload this video, I think there's only going to be a day or two left, so definitely be sure to enter that real fast if you want to have a chance to win. Now the best part about these Pokemon leaks is the fact that this is actual real information from Pokemon merchandise. Like nothing here is a text post or something random from 4chan or just whispers of what people have been hearing in terms of Pokemon news. Everything here is official Pokemon merchandise, and so that's why all the hints and teases here can actually be led into what could be in store for Pokemon's 8th generation. So let's get started. Now the Pokemon merchandise leak that we have right here, I am going to put that image up on your screen right now, and so you can see right here that this is the merchandise leak, and you can also see that it's fairly recent because it has pictures of Meltan here, and obviously Meltan is still a fairly new Pokemon, and so you've got pictures of Meltan here, but obviously the really important thing about this merchandise image is the fact at the very bottom here, you can see that gray circle, which is clearly hinting and teasing at something else that's going to be revealed real soon. And so with all the merchandise that comes out for Pokemon, they always make sure to plan everything accordingly because they use all this merchandise to promote their new movies and their new games and new trading cards and stuff that's going to be coming out. And so the fact here that we have something that's going to be revealed real soon in terms of merchandise with Meltan as well as new things, a lot of people are thinking that now that we're in this sort of Generation 8 hype cycle now where we're basically just waiting for the official reveal of Generation 8, I wouldn't be surprised if this turned out to be some type of new Generation 8 Pokemon or maybe a starter or something else that could lead us into getting ready for Generation 8. And the thing about merchandise is that we've seen this before, where Pokemon merchandise and like hints for official merchandise that's going to be coming out real soon has helped us into like getting information and like planning for when a new reveal is going to be happening for Pokemon. And one of the best examples of this is this image right here when they were promoting the Volcanion movie. So I'm going to put that image up on your screen right now. And so this is when they were still promoting the Volcanion movie that was going to be coming out for the 6th generation. And if you guys remember, this was like when the Pokemon X and Y anime was still going on here. And you can see right here that at the bottom there's also another one of those circles with the question marks here, and so that was going to be hinting at something that was going to be coming real soon. And guess what that turned out to be? It turned out to be Magearna, which we all know is a brand new mythical Pokemon for the 7th generation, and so that was one of those things with the merchandise that helped us into getting ready for Generation 7, and so I wouldn't be surprised if this one turned out to be something else that gets us ready for the 8th generation. It could be like Magearna, where it's like a new mythical 8th generation Pokemon. Maybe it could be like a starter for 8th generation, or it could just be some sort of like brand new Pokemon that's going to be in the 8th generation as well. They always do this where they kind of have one Pokemon that helps us into getting ready for the next generation. And if you guys also remember the merchandise leak that we had earlier this year, remember earlier this year when Zeraora was still a 7th generation mythical Pokemon that wasn't officially revealed yet, everybody was waiting for when the official reveal was going to happen for Zeraora, when the Pokemon Company was finally going to acknowledge that Zeraora exists and the fact that it's in the game. And so we were all hoping that eventually they were finally going to announce it. And the thing was, in the merchandise leaks, there's actually like a blank box here, and if I can find that image, I'll put that up on your screen right now. And you can see with the merchandise, there was that one box where it said like there's going to be a new Pokemon in terms of this merchandise here, and we obviously knew that it was going to be Zeraora because that was the Pokemon that the Pokemon Company still hadn't officially acknowledged or revealed yet, and that's exactly what it turned out to be. And so this time we still know that there's going to be something new with this merchandise, but we just don't know exactly what it is yet, because at this point in time we pretty much know every single Pokemon. We already know about Meltan, we already know about Melmetal, we pretty much know everything about the 7th generation. So if there is some sort of new reveal left, it would have to be for the 8th generation, unless they got some new form or something else that's going to be going on with some older Pokemon. And so basically with this merchandise, we're just looking forward to seeing what this reveal is going to turn out to be. It could be some sort of brand new 8th generation Pokemon or something else that helps us into getting ready for the 8th generation. And I also feel like that this could also tie in with the brand new Pokemon movie that's going to be coming out as well. And I'm not talking about the Detective Pikachu movie, but rather there's an official new Pokemon movie from the Pokemon Company which is also coming out in terms of Mewtwo. And this Mewtwo movie is actually called Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. And so if you guys know the very first Pokemon movie where it's like Pokemon the movie Mewtwo Strikes Back, there's also going to be another brand new Mewtwo movie that's going to be coming out in 2019 called Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. And so a lot of people are thinking that maybe that movie could tie in with the 8th generation as well, and I really wouldn't be surprised if that turned out to be the case, where we get some sort of 8th generation Pokemon or something else that's going to be in that movie, because we know that the Pokemon Company loves to do this, where when we're getting ready to go from one generation into the next generation, they kind of have a movie to act like a bridge between all these different generations. So with like the 6th generation with Pokemon X and Y, and going into the 7th generation with Pokemon Sun and Moon, the movie that we had in the middle was the Volcanion movie, and this was basically like the bridge movie that connected the 6th generation because it had the crew from Ash's 6th generation anime, but it also had a 7th generation Pokemon in it, the brand new mythical Pokemon Magearna, and so that's how we connected both of those generations. And this type of thing also happened when going from the 4th generation with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl into the 5th generation with Pokemon Black and White as well. Now when we were getting ready for Pokemon Black and White and the 5th generation of Pokemon, the very first tease that we got about the 5th generation was actually from Mr. Masuda himself on the Pokemon Sunday show. And he actually appeared on the Pokemon Sunday show, which I think only happens in Japan, and he showed off a silhouette of a brand new 5th generation Pokemon. And this was pretty much the little hint and tease that got us ready into the 5th generation. And so of course at that time we had no clue what this Pokemon was, but then we later found out that this Pokemon was Zoroark. And Zoroark also connected with the movies as well, because we had the 4th generation crew from the anime in the movie with Ash, Dawn, and Brock, and then we had Zoroark, which was the brand new 5th generation Pokemon in that movie as well. And so Zoroark was that brand new Pokemon in the movie, which acted like the bridge between the 4th generation and the 5th generation. Now the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about in terms of merchandise leaks and the 8th generation is actually something very interesting about this Mewtwo figurine right here. Now there's actually something very peculiar about this Mewtwo figurine, and so if you guys don't know, this Mewtwo figurine, this exact same one, actually launched around 2013 in promotion with another Mewtwo movie that was coming out a few years ago, and that was that brand new Mewtwo movie with Genesect in it as well. I forget the exact name of it, I'm really sorry, but like you guys know what the movie it is. I'll put the picture of it on your screen. There was a movie with Genesect and Mewtwo in at the same time, like right around when the 6th generation was going to be coming out, and so that's why I didn't talk about that earlier in this video. I went from Pokemon's 4th generation to 5th generation and then 6th to 7th, but I didn't really talk about from 5th to 6th, and that was because I wanted to talk to you guys about this Mewtwo stuff right here. And so that's very interesting because we had a Mewtwo movie that came out right between the 5th generation and the 6th generation, and that's when we had this Mewtwo figurine that released then as well. Now the really crazy thing about this Mewtwo and Genesect movie that came out a few years ago was the fact that this was the very first movie where we got to see Mewtwo in this brand new form, and at that time we didn't know anything about Mega Evolution or anything like that, and so that's why this was a special movie, because this was also a bridge movie in terms of like going from the 5th generation into the 6th generation, but we didn't really have any sort of brand new 6th generation Pokemon in this movie, but rather Mewtwo transformed into this brand new form right here, which we later got was Mega Evolution, and that's some sort of new gimmick that we found out in the 6th generation. But the really cool thing was that was like what was sort of like the bridge between going from the 5th generation into the 6th generation. It was basically just a brand new form of Mewtwo, and that form tied a lot into what we got with the 6th generation. And so you guys know exactly where I'm going with this, but next year we also have a brand new Mewtwo movie alongside the 8th generation, and so I really wouldn't be surprised if in that movie there's something that acts like a bridge between the 7th generation and the 8th generation, and the fact that it's also another movie with Mewtwo again, and the fact that it's called Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, I really wouldn't be surprised where how like in the last movie with Mewtwo and Genesect, Mewtwo got a brand new form, and that was with Mega Evolution, and that was a big part of what the 6th generation was. Maybe Mewtwo is going to be doing something with Evolution, and that's why it's called Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. Maybe Mewtwo evolves even further or has some sort of new form or something, and that's going to be like a very important part or like the gimmick or something important of the 8th generation. And also with that Mewtwo figurine that I mentioned a little bit earlier in the video, this Mewtwo figurine was actually released a few years ago in order to promote that Mewtwo and Genesect movie, but the really interesting thing is that this exact same Mewtwo figurine is going to be re-released again in order to promote the Mewtwo movie that is going to be coming out next year. And so I just feel like that with the way that that Mewtwo movie was so important because of how Mewtwo got a brand new form, which turned out to be Mega Evolution, and how this one is called Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, maybe there's actually going to be something really big that's going to happen with Mewtwo Mewtwo in this Mewtwo movie that's coming out next year, and that's probably going to tie in with the 8th generation, so that's why they might have this figurine which is going to be released again, so we're just going to have to wait and see what all goes down. And so there you go guys, those are all the little hints and teases and leaks that we have right now in terms of Pokemon's 8th generation with the merchandise. Definitely be sure to click that like button if you guys enjoyed this video, and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think of all this. What do you guys think that this tease is going to be in terms of the merchandise? What do you think that the new Mewtwo movie could be hiding in terms of the 8th generation? Definitely be sure to let me know all of your thoughts down below. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Pokemon content in the future, so please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at @ActualAero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord as well. We've got a bunch of nice people there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And also remember to enter my giveaway. I am giving away one Nintendo Switch game for the holidays, and so that giveaway is going to be ending real soon. So from the time that I'm uploading this video, there's probably only going to be like a day or two left, so definitely be sure to enter real fast if you want to have a chance to win a free Nintendo Switch game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.